Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous My Adventures Planetary Exploration. I believe it's Planet 2D of HIP 11879. Let's check that out. Sys left. Sys left. Go to System Map. Next one with the blue ring. That one, that's the last planet we can actually land on here. So let's get going. Sys landing. Sys night. Okay, now we're on our way to 2D. Make sure everything's working. While we're getting there, please consider helping the channel as much as you can. YouTube gives you 2,000 subscribes to subscribe to different channels. And please consider use one on our channel. We need the help. YouTube requires subscriptions, and I know people are offended if you ask for subscriptions. Kind of odd to me because they're free. I'm not really sure why it offends them so greatly. But we have early access videos, and if you use one of those subscriptions and subscribe to our channel and you look into the description and you see that how to mark it as public so I can verify your subscription, and you send me an email, which that email address is listed there in the description too, I will send you early access video links, which are currently marked as private and scheduled out 15 to 30 days for the general public. And in the description it also talks about ways to donate. So if you donate, you also get early access videos. You join our Patreon, you get them even quicker because that's where we put them first, is in the Patreon. And then I copy them from there into email and send those out each day to our subscribers that subscribe and mark their subscriptions as public. Or if you look up on a NeraZZ website, our fleet carrier, which if you'll go to Galaxy and then Systems and Stations and Fleet Carriers and type in RGFC, and you put at least 200 units of tritium into the fuel tank, which we've had many people do, then you'll get the early access videos also. If after you put tritium in the tank, you email me, tell me how much and roughly, or the date and roughly the time that you put in the tritium, and try to do it within 24 hours. I usually hold off 24 hours before I mention it in my videos that I appreciate it. So I give you a chance to claim that you did it. So we're just looking for help to the channel. You're willing to help the channel in some way, then you get the early access videos. So we'll do our look around. Still kind of falling fast, so we'll have to watch that. Starting to slow down a little bit. Is this alternate? Is this landing? But we've had almost 23,000 viewers to our video, so I appreciate that. We've had about 1,600 hours viewed of our videos, and I appreciate that. I wish YouTube went by views, and they already go by hours, but say number of different people that watch. If they went by views and numbers of unique or different people, then we would do much better. But we didn't choose for YouTube to use subscriptions to judge the channel. YouTube did. So if you don't like it, please email YouTube and complain at them. Yeah, we need to find a landing spot. Still red saying it's unsuitable. So we just need to move around until we find a decent spot. Sometimes you just have to drive around until it says you can land there. Just stay kind of close to the ground and move around until that red line turns blue. Oh, there's one. Now it could be a very small spot. We find that every once in a while. Alright. Is this down? Sometimes it takes a while to find a landing spot. Is this dark? Have to be far enough away that the turrets will come up before we can get on top of the SRV. There it is. sys view, sys ship,
Ship dismissed.
she'll go into orbit until we recall it. I have to keep checking because I'm on call and I've been dinged a few times, but they haven't completed the message. There is an upper level blip that's very slight, so if we see it a little more, we might go that direction. I believe it's sulfur and iron. We're already full, so we can't take any more sulfur and iron. You might have watched videos where someone in Elite Dangerous is bounty hunting or in combat, and they use materials or synthesis to replenish their heat sinks or their ammo. And the materials we collect can be used for that. It can also be used for fuel for the SRV and ammo for the repeater gun that we have, and also for the integrity. And yes, you can call the ship down. I always get corrected on that, well, you can call the ship down. Yeah, you can do that too. But you can also use synthesis too. You don't have to call the ship down if you don't want to. And we had someone to say that the videos were slow, and it's like, of course they are. We have to rubber band everything together. We can't afford to have the best equipment. See, everybody expects us to have the best equipment and all those things, but we get no support from the viewers. So of course we're going to have trouble. Yep, iron's full. That's what happens when you have no support. If our viewers would help us out a little bit, we might could have better equipment that doesn't lag as much. I even set Elite Dangerous game as high in the task manager on the PC to try to give it most of the resources, and it probably still lags. But there's nothing I can do about it. I don't make the money to buy faster equipment. See, that always gets me. They fuss because I ask for subscriptions to someday get help from YouTube, and then they fuss because our equipment's not professional. So it's like, what do you people expect? If you don't support your small YouTube channel, of course their equipment's not going to be professional. Most small channels can't afford it. Now the big mega ones that you guys subscribe to that have millions or hundreds of thousands of subscribers, of course they can afford it. They get help from YouTube. And they got Patreons that people actually join. I have a Patreon that I can't get anybody to join it. So, and then I have those that'll complain because we're not professional enough. Amazes me. So, oh well. But we have 15 to 30 days worth of pre-release videos for those that do help the channel. And then I have, of course, people complain because I have pre-release videos and they can't have them for free without helping the channel at all. And well, that's the reason we have pre-release videos, to give a incentive for helping the channel in some way. I need to check and make sure I'm still not being contacted. Not yet. Because if I start getting dinged, I have to at least check on it every so often to make sure they didn't complete what they were trying to say. Because I'm an on-call technician, so I have to jump when they say jump. But at least I get the near minimum wage there. I don't even get minimum wage at YouTube channel. I don't get anything. There's just as many demands though. There's over 1,000 videos on our YouTube channel. And all those are free. So I'm convinced I can't please anybody, so why even try? But this is a come along channel. You just come along and watch. That's not good enough? Well, there's plenty of those 1%ers out there that most of you subscribe to. They get 99% of the subscriptions and the support. And it looks like it's probably a crash site over there. This is an uninhabited system, which I like because I don't get attacked by pirates or those that are wanted, because now I'm doing bounty hunting mission, or not really missions, but going into res sites, resource extraction sites. If I do a lot of this in those systems, I'd probably get shot at. I'm sure those factions that control those pirates don't care much for the bounty hunters. Had someone ask, yes, I do use a VR. It's an Oculus Rift S. And I want to warn my viewers, its tracking is in the headset. The cameras are on the headset. And it loses tracking many times a day. It's very frustrating. So if you want to get frustrated by your VR, then Oculus Rift S is for you. It does. It's very frustrating. Like the whole YouTube channel experience is frustrating. There it is. I usually retract my cargo scoop because I don't want to accidentally pick up stuff I don't want to pick up. Because I'm really here just to look. I play solo, so if they had occupied escape pods, they're not of real pilots. They're computer generated. If they were real pilots, I'd pick them up. There's really nothing here. It's just a crash site. Which is kind of odd. There's usually something. But there's nothing. Hitting the wrong buttons. That's what I get for playing like 4 games. All the buttons are different. And I was bad before about hitting the wrong buttons. I'm really bad now. And that tracking, you can't stay on the target. Just gotta wait for it to come back. Yep, that's iron anyway, so we can't pick that up. Yep, and that one's iron, so we can't pick that one up. And that one's iron, we can't pick that up. And that one's iron, so the rest of it's iron and we're already full. We can't take any more iron. So we need to, before we do any more planetary exploration, we need to get over by Dav's Hope. There's a raw material trader over there. And that's what we need, because there's not one over here by Sothis and Zeos, or we would have went there. Closest one is by Dav's Hope. And that was sulfur. And we have too much sulfur. Yep, can't take any more sulfur. Well, I do appreciate the number of views and the different numbers of people that watch our videos. It's just that's not what brings support, unfortunately. And I gauge how many pre-release videos we have based on the number of viewers, and we have more views to our older videos than we do our newer videos, so because of that I hold out even more. Plus it makes it easier on me, because the further I push out the videos, then I don't have to rush to create them, because I already have some created. Zinc, phosphorus, we're not full on those yet. And this is icy. Nickel. There's quite a few that are not close to being full. Yep, and that's iron and that's full. I'll try to cut out some of my interruptions that I'm getting, Can't promise it though. Yeah, I think we'll call the ship down just because I'm getting so many interruptions. Sis, ship. Yeah, I think my ride's here. Sometimes it tries to park on top of you, and sometimes it's far away. Is this down? Well, I appreciate you coming along. Hopefully you'll help out our channel in some way. And you'll come and watch our videos again next time. Until then, goodbye.